welcome back. And again, just wanted to take a few moments to give you an update where we are in our spring boost, and to thank so many of you that have already responded. You're helping us tremendously with a major project going on here at the Dove this year, as if we needed something else to do or take on. But after being in this great building for 11 years, we were actually fixing it to work better. And we moved in so quickly and got set up. But we're actually in the process now of changing the operation within our own building here to make it by far more efficient and environmentally friendly. We're actually adding very thick insulation, which will help not only for weather and temperature and all that, but for sound. As you know, we're at the airport and we've been interrupted quite a bit with some noise here. And it's going along pretty well. Now that part of the big project we have budgeted for, and we set the funds aside to do that. But now we're asking you to help us with some much needed equipment that will be required in order for us to complete all of this. In addition to the fact that every year things break, wear out, or become obsolete, a little combination of everything. And we're involved in a very high-tech industry. Everything we do is with computers and digital and fiber lines and software and firewall systems. And I mean, all of this is very high-tech. And perhaps you received our letter or our e-blast listing out some things that we're asking you to help us with. It totals about $128,853. And as of today, we're at 29% of our goal. So we're pretty happy about that, obviously, and thankful for every one of you that have contacted us, either through the mail or online or even called. Some have even come by. And you can go online at theDove.us, or you can call us anytime at 541-776-5368. By the way, if you get a busy signal or if it keeps ringing, that means we only got so many people answering the phone. Just try again, or let it go to voicemail and they'll get back to you. Or you can certainly and safely and securely go online at theDove.us. And you've heard me say through the years, and I mean this only because I have to be obedient when I felt like this is what the Lord was telling me to share with you, and that is, do not take from your church or any other organization that you're involved in. Supporting the Dove has to be a collective effort, but primarily a result of what the Lord is telling you to do. So that's why we don't suggest numbers or amounts or anything like that. We give you the goal, which is a little over $128,000. That's a lot of money, but in today's world in electronics, I mean, one piece of equipment is $14,000. I mean, you can see how this gets spent pretty fast. So pray about it, and over the next, we kind of spread this out. We're saying over 4 weeks. Why? Because we're right in the middle of the hard part of the construction, and then we get to the technical part of it. And so some of these items we have to get on order. And your response to that would be wonderful. Firewall is a protection system within all of our IP systems and all of our digital systems. If you're a techie person, you know exactly what that is. If you're a non-techie person, the only thing I can tell you is it's security. We have to replace our Skype system. Why? Because another company bought it out, and May 1st it goes away. We have to replace it with something else. The software system is the software that runs the computers that make things happen, both on radio and TV. And then if you get down to an LED production wall, we're really hoping in our new reconstruction here that we can mount one of these up. It is long-range forecasting, but very much needed. This will help in production, big time, and it'll save us a lot of money in the long run because we won't have to change sets every 6 months or so. We'll be able to just do it electronically. So those are just some of the items, and pray about it, what the Lord would have you to do. You can call or go online. But folks, I have to say this. The other thing is that some of you have been sending little notes with your gift. Gosh, it's just wonderful to hear and to see where we're getting support from. Literally, I'll say this, literally all over the world. Primarily up and down the Pacific Northwest, California, Oregon, Washington. And then we've heard from just about every state. Why? Because we're on Roku, we're on Apple TV, and we're also on the computer. So you can go to our website, you can watch and listen. You can download our app, which a lot of people are doing. In fact, we're in the part of our upgrade is to upgrade the app to make it more functional for you. All these things take time and money to get done, but people are literally listening, watching, downloading the Dove literally from all over the world. And so we don't know how big the audience is, but we get these little notes, these little thank yous, and what's really interesting is our favorite program is, and they'll make a little note about that. But folks, all you got to do is read the headlines today and realize we're still living in a very anxious society, culture. And when we get prayer requests, we get a lot of them. And let me just say this, we encourage you to send them to us. We don't publish them. We distribute them among the staff, and our staff takes time in their day to pray for you personally. And so you can go to theDove.us. There's a button there where you can send in your prayer requests. But here's the deal. When you read some of these prayer requests, you're going to go, oh, man. Some of the things that people are going through is just amazing. And have you noticed life just is hard? And when they hear a program or see something or read something that gives them the life and the encouragement, it answers the question, that's what God called us to do, to be on all media platforms with the simplicity of the gospel so that it's easily understood by people who are solid in their theology so that you can hear it, be blessed, and your life can be changed. I can say this in today's world, a lot of people obviously don't go to church for a variety of reasons, and their only connection to something spiritual is through the Dove. And we've had notes regularly, people who will be watching or listening, that something was said, something was given to them that just stopped them to pause and ask the Lord to come into their life. And that's the miracle. And the scripture the Lord gave us quite some time ago was Romans 10:20, where it says, I was found by those who were not seeking me, and I manifested my love to those who didn't ask. So how does someone find him when they're not looking for him? And how does someone feel his love when they don't know who he is? That's the miracle that takes place with the Dove. The Lord will use the radio, the television, the digital, the website. They'll use the content on those platforms to match with the person, whatever their need may be or their question may be. And the power of the Word, I think that's what's so interesting here is a lot of times we over-explain it. It's pretty simple. And God can use a program, a song, even a feature that we do on the news sometimes to get people to open up their heart and their mind and to receive them. So they may not even be looking for them. Boom, they find them. Some people say, I happened to tune in. It was a coincidence when. Well, we don't believe in coincidences. Coincidences are God's way of staying anonymous. We think a coincidence, we believe a coincidence is a divine appointment, that God connects you with the content at the right time. And that we're there for you 24/7. We are not here to replace your church. We're not here to take the place of your church. The Bible's pretty clear about that. It says, forsake not yourself or the gathering of yourselves together. In other words, go to church, be a part of a fellowship, be a part of a group of people, become part of that family. Give of yourself so you can be have the fellowship that comes from being together. But we do minister to a lot of people that don't go, and God does. And then the other person is that we get letters from people who literally are surfing the dial. Boom, they happen to tune in at the right time, and the connection is made. So we're in this spring boost. I want to say thank you, because when you do it, you're partnering with us. You are a partner. Still 84% of the Dove's revenue, working revenue, comes from viewers and listeners like you. And we're humbled by it. We really are. And we try hard to manage it as efficiently as we can. We try to stretch it as far as we can and to do what the Lord's called us to do. So this remodel that we're in, so everybody's asking, when are you going to be done? When are you going to be? I don't know. I have decided not to put the pressure on myself or the team that we're going to be done by a certain date, because we don't know that, and I didn't want to be disappointed with breaking those deadlines. But moreover, as I've been working with some great contractors here and subcontractors here, my message is to them, Take your time and do it right. We just want it done right. This is God's stations, this is God's studios and offices, and we want it done right and to represent Him right. So you can call anytime, 541-776-5368. If you got something in the mail, you can respond through that. There was an envelope with that. And you can safely and securely go online at theDove.us at any time there. And again, don't take from your church or any other ministry, but if you feel led to be a part of what we're doing here and to partner with us, we'll manage those resources very carefully, accomplish what God called us to do. This is just a tool, not a goal, it's just a tool. Studios and offices and screens and TVs and microphones, those are tools to get the gospel out, and you're helping us do that. Thank you so much. God bless you.